I'm Natasha. Today I'm taking a second part of the chapter is lines and angles. In the previous class, I already taught you about the lines and angles and the pair of angles. Now today in this class, we will study about the more angles and more lines. Now let's start. Number one, a parallel line. What is parallel line? If on the plane, we will draw a two line with equal distance from the beginning to the last. So we can say a two lines can never intersect to anywhere. So these are lines is known as a parallel lines. So we can represent this is with the symbol of parallel. M is parallel to N. Now the second is transversal. Transversal lines. What is transversal lines? If any two or three parallel lines will intersect with one transversal at a distinct point, so known as transversal. So these parallel lines we can denote by the name of M and N, and the transversal we will show with T. So we can write as M is parallel to N and T is a transversal. So, when the transversal line we will draw on the parallel line, so it forms a many angles on the plane. So, I'll show next. Now, angles formed by transversal. How? See, we have two parallel lines. The name of parallel line is M and N, and this is a transversal is 3. So, if we saw that these two parallel lines is intersect at a distinct point here and here. So, now it will be divided in two different parts. Just leave it this part and you just try to understand. These two lines are intersecting lines. Here it can create angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. The other side also, again we have two intersecting lines. So 5, 6, 7 and 8. So what we have seen through this picture that the one transversal create a lot of angles on the distinct intersecting point. How? So we can prove some angles here. Here some interior angles and some exterior angles. So here in this picture, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6. These are four angles is a interior angles, and angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, angle 8 are exterior angle. So now how we can prove that some angles are equal in this figure. So here we can see angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Same there, angle 4 is equal to angle 8. The other side, angle 2 is equal to angle 6. Same, the other side is angle 3 is equal to angle 7. So, these are four pair of angles are same due to the reason of corresponding angles. So, on behalf of the corresponding angles, we can prove angle 1 is equal to angle 5, angle 4 is equal to angle 8, angle 2 is equal to angle 6, and angle 3 is equal to angle 7 through corresponding angles. Now, next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So first we learn about the corresponding angles. Write all the pairs of corresponding angles. So how many pairs are there? There are angle 1 and angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Second pair, angle 2 is equal to angle 6. Now the third is angle 3 is equal to angle 7. The next is angle 4 is equal to angle 8. So we can say we have 4 pairs of angles are corresponding angles, which is formed by a transversal line. Now the next angle is alternate angles. Alternate angles. See, in the starting I told you some angles we have interior angles. Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are interior angles in this figure. But angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, angle 8 are exterior angles. So in alternate angles we have 2 categories. One, the interior alternate angles and the alternate exterior angles. So alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. So how many alternate interior angles? What does mean by alternate? Alternate means in alternate order. Suppose angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Okay, we will not go with the same order. We will go for the alternate order. Suppose after 3, angle 4 is coming, but we will not take angle 4. That means angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. Same there, angle 4 is equal to angle 6 by alternate interior angles. So I am repeating again. Angle 3 is, see, this point is given on this left side of the transversal and that point is given on the right side of the transversal. So we can take the alternate points. If you will saw us carefully in this figure, so when we are talking about the alternate angles, so it forms Z shapes. I'll show you. See. Okay. So if this shape is going to create, so that means this angle should be equal to that angle due to the property of alternate interior angles. Or you can just change the direction of that figure. If you saw anywhere the figure of Z, so again these two lines are parallel, that is the transversal, and these two lines are equal due to the alternate interior angles. Hope this point is clear for you. Now the next point is, we can write as angle 3 is equal to angle 5, angle 4 is equal to angle 6 due to the reason is alternate interior angles. Now the next is alternate exterior angles. Now what is exterior angles? If we are talking about the interior angle, so the alternate angles are 3 and 5 and 4 and 6 are equal. But now exterior angle we have is 1, 2, 7 and 8. Now these are the transversal, so that means the angle 1 is equal to angle 7 and angle 2 is equal to angle 8. So we can write as the pair of angle 1 is equal to angle 7 and the other side is angle 2 is equal to angle 8 due to the reason of alternate exterior angles. So hope these 2 points are clear for you. Now, the third is M, M, M. Suppose we have the same angle on the same side of a transversal. The sum is 180 degree. Suppose these two angles are interior angle on the same side of a transversal. So if we have a same side of a two angles are there and the sum is 180 degree, so that the sum is 180 degree, known as a supplementary angle, but we can also say as a co-interior angle. So suppose this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we can write as angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. The sum of angle 4 and 5, because it is given on the same side of a transversal. Okay, if the same side of the transversal given any two angles, the sum should be 180 degree. Other side we can also say angle 3 and angle 6. Angle 3 and angle 6 is also 180 degree. So we can say these angle is also as co-interior angles. Now the next is some interesting fact is coming in this question. See, with this figure I'll recap the whole thing which I already taught you in this class. Now L and M, we have a parallel lines and T is a transversal. So angle 1 and angle 2, these are, you just hide your line there. So what you have seen, I already taught you about the linear pair. Yes, the linear pair, the sum of linear pair is always be 180 degree. So suppose if angle 1 is given, angle 2 is not given, so you just hide the figure and you can easily judge that you can apply a linear pair. So the sum of angle 1 and angle 2 is 180 degree due to the reason of linear pair. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3 due to the reason of vertically opposite angle. When two intersecting lines are intersect to each other, so their vertical opposite angles are always equal. So if you saw here and there, the form X shape is going to form. So that means angle 1 and angle 3 is a vertically opposite angle. Same there, angle 2 and angle 4 are also a vertical opposite angle. Again I am telling you, angle 1 and angle 2 is a linear pair. Angle 2 and angle 3 is also create a linear pair. Angle 3 and angle 4 is also create a linear pair. Angle 4 and angle 1 is also create a linear pair. So suppose if angle 1 measurement is given 60 degree. So how you will find out the other angles? See, I'll show you. 6, 7, 8. Suppose angle 1 is given 60 degree. How you can find out the other angles? With this question, I'll explain the whole concept of you. So I'm just now going to be erased once more because I need some space to work on it. One, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And angle 1 value is given 60 degree. Suppose in this question, you have a value of angle 1 is 60 degree and the rest of the values you have to find out yourself. So how you can use your logic? See, as we know, angle 1 plus angle 2. Let's create a linear pair. Now, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. It's linear pair. And what is a linear pair sum is? 180 degree. We have already studied in the previous class. So, now angle 1 is 60 degree. Angle 2 is there 180 degree. So, the measurement of angle 2 is 180. That 60 will be minus from 180. You will get the measurement of 120 degree. So, you got the measurement of angle 2. Now, the same there, you can apply the same angle 2 plus angle 3 also. You can just prove by linear pair. Angle 3 and angle 4 you can also prove by linear pair, and angle 4 and angle 1 can also prove by linear pair. But we will learn about more things. Angle 2 we can show thus angle 2 is also equal angle 4. How? Angle 2 and angle 4 is equal to vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. So the same there, angle 1 is also equal to angle 3. The both are proved by the vertically opposite angles. So we can write the measurement is 120 degree and there is 60 degree. Now how we can find 5, 6, 7 and 8? Now the next is angle 5. Angle 5 is equal to what? Angle 5 is equal to angle 1. So you can write as angle 1 is equal to angle 5. I told you on the same side of a transversal, angle 1 is equal to angle 5 by corresponding angles. So angle 1 is equal to angle 5 by corresponding angles. Same there, angle 4 and angle 8 are also corresponding angles. So angle 8 is equal to 120 degree. The other side, angle 2 is equal to angle 6 by corresponding, or you can say angle 6 and angle 4 is also equal by alternate interior angles. So you can prove this question by applying any angles which is formed by the transversal. You can use to prove your question by angle, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, linear pair, vertical opposite angles and the corresponding angles which you have already learned. So hope it will be help you out for the coming classes. Thank you.